Cyberbullying is the vast phenomenon in our digital society. It badly affects the current generation. I have questioned some parents to find out how much they are aware and what action they will take to avoid harm to their children from cyberbullying. Do you as a parent know or aware about cyberbullying?
Yes, I am. So, cyberbullying has become increasingly common, especially among teenagers, and that's very unfortunate.
Oh yes, we are aware of cyberbullying, and we put measures against any social media interaction with our children, especially at this age of digital communication. What we've done is, as parents, we've put measures when they're using their tablets or iPads and telephones, so we have access to it, and there are sites which they cannot go in, and we get the records for all the where they sign in and where they've gone to view videos or whatever.
Yes, I'm aware of cyberbullying. It's something that is on the forefront of my mind as my child has her own mobile phone. So I know she's in direct contact with cyberbullying at any time.
I am aware. I wouldn't say I'm 100% aware. I think I have some knowledge about cyberbullying.
Parents complain about the long hours their children spend playing online games. The children are interacted with the people they may or may not know them. This could be start of cyberbullying. What do you think why this is happening?
I think this is because they do have access to so many gadgets nowadays and so many social medias, and they just they're not ready, they don't know how to cope with that. As well as all this online gaming they're quite aggressive, and they just can't make a difference between the reality and the game, and they tend to use the same behavior they do in the games, they tend to use it in the reality, and they just find it fun.
It's important to keep our children safe, and we know at this age, it's not like when I was a kid, we were growing up, if there was bullying, it was on the streets or in school. You know, it was verbal, maybe physical, but nowadays it's been put online, on social media, which has a permanent effect, or it stays on the social media permanently. It can never be deleted. I know sometimes if someone tweets something wrong about you, let's say a defamation, anything that's been put on internet cannot be deleted. Just to make sure that they're going to the right sites, they're communicating to the right people. If we see something obscene or something wrong written in any messages or texts or WhatsApp, we do delete it for a while, just as a kind of a punishment, or telling them that this cannot be done that way, you have to do it the correct way.
I think today's society is a lot of pressure on our children with social media. I think there's a lot of peer pressure. I think there's a lot of mentoring that needs to be done for children to promote healthy relationships with their phones.
I guess people feel that they are untouchable behind a screen. They feel that they can be unkind and troll other people and say what they like.
It is very important that parents are supervising their children when they are using any social media platform. Also check the website and all videos they are accessing. How do you as a parent protect your child from cyberbullying?
Because this phenomenon became so massively spread nowadays, especially through these very popular social sites like Facebook, Messenger, emails, and as well as this online gaming, I do find very important to explain my son what actually cyberbullying is, so how he can detect it, because as long as he will be aware of that, he will know how to protect himself. On top of that, we do discuss very much the rules, how to use these social medias and how to create an account and how to protect your personal data, so do not become public. So keep everything which is very personal, like address, phone numbers, your real name, just keep it very private, so do not share it with everyone, so this way you kind of protect yourself. One of my duties to check what websites he is browsing, what he is watching on YouTube, because sometimes they may not be aware that this video is actually not for their age, and it can cause some other side effects which may not be good for them. And of course, I do insist, and we talk a lot about him, whenever he feels that he may be cyberbullied or someone is trying to ask too many questions, he first of all let me know, so then together we can dig deeper and we can find out is that the case or not.
What I do is I ensure that I have access to their phones. Their password are not secret, and also I do check for, in a phone you can set up a secret file or a secret something. My eldest daughter now, she is in high school, and she wants to be on Instagram. So what we've decided is she can create an Instagram, but it has to be in one of the parents' phone. She can't have full access to it, and whatever comes in, we see it first before she sees it. If we feel that you are bullying others online or someone is bullying you online, then we have to take steps against it.
What I do is I'm aware of whatever's coming into my child's phone. Any access that she has to the internet, I monitor. I make sure that I put provisions in place to safeguard her from cyberbullying. I also make sure that we have open discussions and dialogue around cyberbullying.
I think I will give them equip them with knowledge, make sure they are aware of that many people do bully others online, make sure that they read about it, discuss it with each other, and also, that they are aware before they embark on going online.
Has your child ever been bullied online? If yes, who did your child turn to for help and what action did you take?
So luckily he hasn't been so far. We talk about how to be aware that not all people are good, unfortunately, and sometimes you can meet a stranger even on the road or the same through the social sites who are trying to kind of look nice and trying to pretend that they're your friends, but that may not be the case. And we even once watched a movie which I think had a very strong impact on him, because it was about a little girl who met someone online through the social medias, and it ended up really sadly. So she ended up going to meet that man, and it was a very bad end, unfortunately. So he is aware of that. If I would find out that unfortunately my son has been cyberbullied, first of all, obviously I hope he will come to me and let me know about this. What I would do, I would obviously report it to the police. I would as well let know school, the head teacher maybe, and I would contact the support service of Bullying UK.
When we were preparing them to go on a digital platform, basically to have phones and to have iPads, so we've spoken to them, and what we've said to them, don't feel ashamed to tell us that something is happening to you, because if you do not tell us, then we won't know about it, and you'll continue to suffer. And the thing is, as a parent, you're there to protect your child. So we had quite a long conversation, and they understood what dangers are there on social media and all the other types of communication which is digital. I think in year 6, they are being taught about cyberbullying and all types of bullying. So luckily for my eldest daughter, when she was in year 6, she became the cyberbullying champion for her whole year. So she had in-depth knowledge which was supplied to her. What I'll take is I'll ensure that I speak to her first, or him, know what exactly is being said about her or him, know who's actually who's the perpetrator, who's doing this to them. I will approach, if it's being done in school, I'll approach the school, speak to the school. If it's something very severe, then I will probably report it to the police, because I know with cyberbullying sometimes it can result to harming themselves, self-harming. Even I've heard on the news that children have taken their lives because they cannot stand it anymore. So yeah, we feel very strongly about that.
Firstly, she'd come to me for help. Again, if she doesn't find me, she's got 4 older sisters as well. And as I said, it's an open discussion at home about cyberbullying. It's a daily thing that comes up in our conversation, so she knows who to go to. What actions I would take would probably, if it's depends what, where and how. So if it's on any social media platform, I'd contact the social media platform. If it's through a text message on her mobile phone, I'd contact the parent of, or I'd contact directly the person who is cyberbullying her. It depends where it's coming from, so I could even raise it and make a police, call the police and make a statement on there.
I assume it depends, of course, on what platform it is, but she will come and speak to it with me, because we have that relationship, open relationship, where they can come and speak to me about anything. I think if she was at a school and it's concerned someone from school, she will speak to her teachers or a trusted adult.
What do you say to people who are bullying online?
If I would have a chance to speak to any of these cyberbullies, I think I would really kindly ask them to think twice before they do that, because anyone from his close family, like his friends, I don't know, his sister, his brother, can become bullied by someone else. So none of us are kind of protected from that.
I would say that they need to stop bullying, they need to be kind. There are so many people who are affected by cyberbullying, either psychologically, physically, or, for example, harming themselves. I would say, you need to reflect and evaluate yourself why you're doing this, and also think about the impact that you are making on other human beings' life.
It's a terrible thing to do to others. It's obvious that someone will not like that to be done to them, so why do it to others? My message is you need to stop cyberbullying because it harms people's life. Not for a year, not for 2 years, but for the rest of their lives. They're going to be scarred for life. So please stop cyberbullying.
Please
Stop
Cyberbullying.
Please stop cyberbullying.